Good morning. Bob here from Desiland. This sign used to hang proudly on our 8-foot wooden fence, but we have since changed to a 6-foot vinyl. Anyway, it's September 22nd, Monday morning. And I've got a hard decision to make. For those of you who don't know, I'm a railroad buff. And when I worked at Walt Disney World, I was a real train buff. And so was one of my friends, Alain Boniac, the Frenchman. His name is really Alain, A-L-A-I-N. Anyway, Alan and I got together in 2013 and we built this layout in my backyard. And the Desiland sign used to be right about here on the fence. It took us, we started, I think in like February or March. And it took us until October. We had a big party. Oh, there's one that has to be clipped. We had a big party for the grand opening. And everything was going great on the construction until I hit Alan's finger with a 8-pound sledgehammer. And we named that area Bloody Gulch. And that would be right over here. I think it might have been this back before the hurricane that damaged the railroad. These posts used to be different. They were more like these ones here. And I was driving it. I was up on a 6-foot step ladder driving the post into the ground, and I hit his finger while he was holding on to the, I think it was like a 2x3 or a 2x4. So we named this area Bloody Gulch, and I didn't see Alan again for quite a while. Matter of fact, I had to figure a way, no joke, I had to figure a way of putting the rest of the posts in without him. So I built an A-frame kind of thing, and for the most part, built the rest of the railroad by myself. We had started over there under the tent. We started the construction right here at the highest point in the yard. I had to decide right here how high I wanted it off of the ground. You can see it's only about a hand's length off the ground here. This is the high end of the yard. And we made it level all the way down to the fence, the outside track. It went level all the way down to this end of the layout. And when we got down here, I should say when I got down here, I went slightly behind these Eugenia globulus bushes. I went slightly up right here, just slightly. I needed a little bit of height to make the loop work. And but the bridge here is level, or was level. We've been through several hurricanes with the layout. Oops. That's a little too much. Let's turn that down, way down, like nothing. That's better. We have a sweet gum tree here, which is already dropping its leaves in September 25, and I got a few leaves to pick up out here. I come out every day, pull weeds, pick up leaves, in between my guitar making and other things. And yeah, this is the railroad. We named this Luke's Loop after my son Luke, because this was his bedroom. And when he was a little boy, actually this is an addition. His bedroom used to be further in. We put this big addition on, which is now my music studio and computer room. But before that, we were gonna build it up here. Hard to explain this. Sorry about the video. Before we put this addition on right here, this area was elevated, just like down there. So this whole area here was elevated, just like the planter here. And the porch went down further. And there was grass actually up here, and was right outside Luke's window. And we're gonna put a layout up there, a small little layout. So it never happened. He grew up fast and I was busy working. But in honor of my son, we named this Luke's Loop, because this is the return loop, which takes you back to the west end of the layout. That's west, and this is east, and this is where I watched the rockets blast off from Cape Canaveral. So anyway, why am I shooting this video? Well, after 37 years of owning this home, we've pretty much decided to move to a 55 plus community. And I'm not sure I should show the house when we get it ready to sell. And actually we could start showing buyers real soon if we wanted to. But I'm not sure I should leave the railroad up or if it's time to dismantle it. Question is, should I dismantle it before we start showing it? And I'm going to call my buddy Alan, who I've known ever since my Disney days. He and I are best friends. I'm going to call him up and get his advice. He's 9 years older than me. And he was a big part of this in the beginning, especially. We did it together. I paid for it, but we built it together. And we used his truck to haul a lot of the building materials, all the gravel and blocks, and all of this stone here came from his father-in-law's house in Windermere. They lived on a lake, and his father-in-law, Jim, had saved all this stuff. He was going to do something with it someday, and he was getting very old, and we asked him if we could have it, and he said, sure. So anyway, I'm trying to come to a decision here. The house that we're looking at is in Claremont, and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law retired from their professional jobs in Massachusetts and moved to Florida 3 years ago. They retired early, and they live in the same neighborhood where we want to go. It's a 55 plus community. And we actually won't be suffering, because the houses that we're looking at are very, very nice. They're as nice or nicer than the house we live in now. I won't have to mow the lawn anymore. I won't have to take care of the maintenance of this railroad, which is constant. And I won't have to worry about the fence blowing down. The fence is 3 years old. And every time we have a hurricane, or every September, I start freaking out because I may have to take the fence down. I've already done it once. I did it last year. We were spared 2 years without a hurricane. The fence is 3 years old. But last year, I left all the posts and took down the headers and all of the planks in each panel. There's 11 planks, PVC, in each panel. Anyway, the point is, moving into a 55 plus community. It's a gorgeous community, clean, well taken care of. It's about 15 years old, 1-5. And I have to make a decision here. Show our house with the railroad, or get rid of the railroad and show it with maybe just, this is green rubber mulch. I killed all the grass back here and capped off all of the sprinkler heads. There's one right there. Eventually I got rid of the grass and I killed it and put down weed block and bought green rubber mulch from a company who makes colored rubber mulch from recycled tires. And I laid it all down very neatly, and I constantly come out here and either kill or pull weeds like that one right there. It's a constant maintenance. I won't call it a nightmare because I love coming out here. It's like my own little Disneyland. Thus the name Desiland, Desi after Desmond. And my wife calls me Des. Oh, there's some weeds in the tunnel I can see. Funny. But anyway, it's going to have to come down sooner or later unless the buyer wants it. And I'm not sure it's a selling point. But like I say, I'm very meticulous and I like to take care of everything. There's a few leaves in the pool from that sweet gum tree. We got a brand new roof on the house. It's only 3 years old, the roof. It was painted about 6 or 7 years ago. And we're gonna sell it as is. It's a beautiful home inside. Of course, I have to move my workshop and downsize that. I already got rid of my large woodworking machines. Got rid of my exotic wood pile. Got rid of one workbench, and this is the control tower up here. I have covers on the control boxes. There's 3 boxes. You can't see the third one. It's in the back. And I cover it with a tarp. And then about once a year, I put a new tarp on this thing. It's got a hole in it now, but it still works to shade the place. And anyway, yeah. I don't know where I was before I went into that, but we love the railroad. I remember the first time we ran it, and I don't run it very often anymore. But when I do, I always enjoy it. And I remember we built the railroad and we hitched up a little transformer right here on this end track. And that was right from the beginning. We wanted to check it out and see how it worked. And I'll be damned if that one little transformer, plane flying over. Anyway, and the land under me is eroding because we have no grass anymore, so the sand is slipping down the hill. I used to have all grass here, but it was rotting the shed. The sprinklers were rotting the shed, so I took the grass out and I just keep it sand for right now. Just that little area. The rest of the lawn is gorgeous. The whole front, we take very good care of it. And there was a time when this walkway, everything lined up beautiful, but since the ground underneath is slowly slipping downhill, so is the walkway, and it's all kind of erratic looking now. But anyway, yeah, so welcome to Desiland. This is a fun thing. We've got 23 locomotives, probably about 60 cars, and we run multiple trains at a time. We can run 5, 6 trains at a time, and we have 3 different blocks, so we can block out 3 areas of the track. In other words, we can stop a train while another one is, perhaps the train is going too fast, catching up to another train, and we can stop it here or there to make them, catch up with each other. Or not catch up, but distance each other. So anyway, just gonna stick this on my my YouTube channel for you people that follow my guitar life. And there is more to life than guitar making, trust me, as much as I love it. And I do. I don't do it for the money, I do it for the love. I'm a musician, and I love making guitars, but I love this train too. And we're looking at a house right now, which we might make an offer on this Thursday when my wife gets back from San Francisco. And that house is around $500,000. They're asking $515,000. And because of where we live, this house is worth about $150,000 more than that house. So we have a lot of equity in this home, and it's going to allow us to have a 3-car garage. One of the bays will be my workshop. It'll be much smaller than ever before, but I will still French polish, and I might make another guitar in the new house. Who knows? I can't predict the future. That's interesting. I'm not sure what that is over there. The things you see when you walk around. It's a giant weed, is what this is. It's so funny. I'll pull it later. And but anyway, decisions. Do we sell this house? We've been in this house 37 years. My Disney career was from this house. My children grew up in this house. We made a ton of memories here. And I'm turning 71 October 7th of 2025. And while I can still walk and talk, and same with Teresa, we're thinking this is the time, if we're ever going to move, make it easier on the kids, get rid of a lot of stuff. There won't be any more Desiland to worry about maintaining. There won't be any white vinyl fence to have to take down before a hurricane. I won't have to take care of the pool anymore, although I love swimming in it. I use it a lot this year. I think I went in it 40 or 50 times this summer, and it's been great. We've got some of these worms that are being like centipedes, and some of them have worked their way into the pool. I've got a vacuum, so I'll have to do that in the next couple of days. And also the lawn maintenance. Take you out to my yard real quick. Just got a brand new pool pump. It cost me $1,800. $1,800, variable speed. I waited right until I moved to get a much better pool pump. Oop. Morning. Yeah, so this is our property. I've been working on this lawn for 37 years, and I've been told that it's the nicest lawn in the neighborhood. Yeah, this is my yard. We used to have, this is a sweet gum tree. We used to have 3 of them here, and a couple of tababuya ippies in between them. The tababuyas blew over in some of the hurricanes years and years ago. And I took this sweet gum down right here. We have one right about here. on the corner, and it was gigantic, and I couldn't take care of it anymore. So about 4 or 5 years ago, I had them take it down. It was as big as these trees here. And I don't put mulch in here just to keep my labor down, because I often have to clip these bushes. It's much easier to clean up the clippings without mulch. And they came by the other day and marked the sidewalk. They want to replace some of the sidewalks because somebody's going to get a kickback. You know how that is. I've already written a letter, told them no. But anyway, this is our home. And our vehicles. We're selling the camper van. We haven't used it much this year. It's a 2022/23 Winnebago Travato 59G. And overall we love it, but we just haven't used it much in the last year. And since I'm losing my eyesight in my right eye, it's really not safe for me to drive it out west on long trips anymore, which I'm sad about, but my wife doesn't drive it, so it's all up to me. Yeah, so just kind of documenting what we're going to be giving up for what we're going to gain. We have 2 air conditioners in this home. There's a lizard. I call them lizards, they're really geckos. Lock the gate here. Well, secure it anyway. So, there you have it. Here's the layout. Luke's Loop. And that little town where the lighthouse is, and we used to have a lot more buildings over there. That's called Allentown, named after my buddy Alan, whose real name is Alain, but everybody calls him Alan, so. All right, that's it from Desiland. Beautiful morning. Sorry the trains aren't running, but I've got guitar work to do. It's a little after 9 a.m. and time to get to work. And of course, this sign is going to have to come with me to the new home. I'll probably put it in the garage on the wall or something.